So what's the problem? It's the men. It's the men that's the problem. And we're not talking about those men, those good men that are actually tapped into their feminine energy because they realize that their true manhood is acknowledging, appreciating, and sees the value and worth in womanhood. We're not talking about you all because you all are with us, with the women. Okay, it's like we gathered up all of those good men and we put you over here on our side. But listen, it's the men that's the problem. Because the men are the one that are ruling this world, right? You know, one world government. And when you see them all in their cabinet and you see a sea of men. And what exactly are these men doing? The men are the one that have created wars. The men are the one that think that we can go ahead and just stop things with lethal weapons and bombs and missiles and guns and fighting. Because that's how men solve their problems, right? They think, let's just tussle instead of talking things through. Because men don't think with their emotion. Men don't think with their empathy, They think impulsively. They let their emotion rule them where they defy all logic. It's the men that are the ones that think that it's a very wise and brilliant idea in order to be murdering children, to be dropping bombs on homes and buildings and apartment buildings, to be leaving premature babies in their incubators and turning off the electricity, to go ahead and put a sniper up into every single worker in that hospital and hold a gun to their head and tell them get out while they leave those premature babies sitting there. Was there any woman that did that? No, it was the men behind those guns. It's the men that are the ones that it takes 3 men to carry one child that's under the age of 10. It's the men that are the ones that think like, let's go ahead and let's just launch missiles and let's just go ahead and just destroy and wipe out an entire country. It's the men that think, let's go ahead and do an ethnic cleanse. It's the men that are the ones that led a whole army and with the X, with the swastika. It's the men that created that. It's the men that pushed that agenda. And ever since you men have been running this world, you have put this world into shit. Because you men think that your manhood is defined by how much power and control you have over someone or a group of people and by how much destruction you cause. But let me tell you, sweetie, you are so far from your manhood. Because your manhood is being gentle, is being a leader. Because your power is in how much you can control yourself, not how much you can control somebody else. Your manhood is by how much you can control yourself and not how much you can control somebody else. I will say that a third time. Your manhood is defined by how well you can control yourself, not by how much you can control somebody else. You're not even the creator. If God did not appoint you to carry to carry a baby within your womb, you don't have a womb. If God had intended for men to rule this world, then you would be the ones that would be giving birth, not the women. All you do is plant a seed, but the woman grows the crop. She grows it inside of her body. She pushes the baby out of her body. The woman is the one that has to go through that severe pain in order to bring life into this world. If it wasn't for women, you men wouldn't even be here. It's you men that like to dominate and cause destruction because you think that is what brings you to your manhood. But baby, what you all are doing now is far from manhood. You men need to get off your throne. We need to just dethrone the men. You need to give up your chair, give up your seat, and let a woman sit there. Let a woman have your chair. Because imagine if we had the whole cabinet of the world government of all women. I'm every woman. This world would be ran so much better. Because before you men took over, women were ruling this world. In ancient Egypt, when the women had their hair and you see those murals on the wall where the men have the garments that look like hair, it's so that they can be at the same level of a woman. Because once a man has reached his enlightenment and he has tapped fully into his masculine and his feminine energy and he is at the level of a woman, then that's why they made him have what looks like hair so that he can be a match to a woman. This world was a matriarch world. And what good exactly have you men been doing ever since you've been in charge? Let he who was without sin cast the first stone. Oh, it's crickets. It's off a choir. Can I buy a bow? Ain't none of y'all gonna cast the first stone, because all of y'all know that you all have sinned. All of you know that you all are corrupt. Even if you don't want to admit it to yourself or admit it to others, you all know that you have done some fucked up shit in this world. You all know that you have done some fucked up things, and you want to just continue to suppress it and act like it doesn't happen. Because you men are the ones that will do some foul, fucked up shit to people, and you will take it to your grave. And many of you men need your asses whooped for the shit that you have done to women. And once again, he who was without sin cast the first stone. I'll wait. So let's be fucking for real. You men have been destroying this world. You men are currently in present time destroying this world. It's your idea to have a whole fucking genocide. It's your idea. There are people with it's your fucking idea to sit up there and sexually assault women and children. It's your fucking idea. Women aren't doing this, you all are. Anyway, like I was saying, honestly, what really needs to happen is we need to just have the women running this world instead of the men. Because ever since the men have been running this world has been full of destruction, chaos, war. Men have created wars, not women. Men have created it, not women. So honestly, Age of Aquarius, New World Order. Let the women run it. Let the women run it. And I'll bet you a lot of you men are intimidated by that, because you know for a fact that this world will be ran so much better by women. Because let's be real. When you men trying to run everything, who's back at home handling everything for you? A woman. The cooking, the cleaning, the raising the children, ironing your clothes, washing your drawers. The women. It's the women that's taking care of everything while y'all just go play. Y'all just leave the women in the house while y'all go play and do your little shenanigans. So if that's what y'all want to do, then go do that. But let the women run it. Just let the women run it. Give up your seat. Give up your chair. Give up your throne. Let a woman take the throne. It's time for women to take the throne. It's time for women to be president. It's time for women to be all of the mayors. It's time for women to be the rulers of each country. It's time for the women to be the rulers of the state. It's time for women to be the rulers of the city. It's time for women to rule this world, not you men. Because what have you been doing? Destruction, chaos, war, famine, genocide. Because as a woman, I won't let nobody stop me. I won't let nobody silence me. I won't. Not a man, not a woman. No one's going to stop me. No one's going to silence me. No one's going to stop me from using my First Amendment right, the freedom of speech. No one's going to block me from activating my fucking throat chakra. No one will. So let's be real. It's you men that are destroying this world. You men are destroying the lives of women and children around. It's you men. So if y'all are not going to run this world with empathy, with grace, with compassion, the way that God wants this world to be ran, then you need to go. Y'all need to get the step. Y'all need to give up y'all seat, give up y'all chair. Let women run it, because women can run it with love. Women can run it with empathy. Women can run it with grace and compassion. And she can look pretty damn good while she doing it too. So let women run this world. Let the women run this. Because y'all don't know how to run this without causing destruction. But we know how to run this while creating peace for you, me, and everyone else. Said what I said.